Not even President Donald Trump could convince all of his children to attend his high-profile 79th birthday celebration. Much like several Republican figures who appeared to skip the event, at least one notable family member was noticeably absent from the festivities, which included a large-scale military parade marking the 250th anniversary of the U.S. Army. On the parade stand, Trump was flanked by First Lady Melania Trump and several key cabinet members: Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, and Secretary of Health and Human Services Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Conspicuously missing, however, was Ivanka Trump. Eric Trump and his wife Lara were seen in the third row, while Don Jr. and Tiffany stood further off to the side. Barron Trump was also absent from public view during the event. Inclement weather and widespread No Kings protests, drawing hundreds of thousands nationwide, cast a somewhat somber tone over the day's celebrations. Other notable attendees included Secretary of Commerce Howard Lutnick, Chief of Staff Susie Wiles, and Senator Joni Ernst. Longtime Trump associate and golfing companion Steve Witkoff also made an appearance to show support. Ivanka's exact whereabouts on Saturday remain unclear. However, she was photographed leaving Katz's Deli in Manhattan's Lower East Side late Thursday night, hand in hand with husband Jared Kushner. The couple had been celebrating Jared's brother Joshua Kushner's 40th birthday during what was described as a wild night. While Ivanka didn't attend the parade, she did share a pair of throwback photos on Instagram stories later that evening, featuring herself as a child alongside her father and captioned with a simple "Happy Birthday." Ivanka and Jared have kept a low political profile since stepping away from their advisory roles after Trump's first term. Still, all of Trump's children acknowledged his birthday on social media. Yet their physical absence, especially Ivanka's and Barron's, didn't go unnoticed, sparking curiosity and speculation across social media platforms like X. Donald Trump celebrated his 79th birthday in grand fashion with a massive military parade in Washington, D.C., marking both his special day and the 250th anniversary of the United States Army. The event, held along the National Mall, featured a striking display of American military strength and pageantry, with thousands of service members, tanks, and aircraft participating in what Trump called a once-in-a-generation tribute. The former and now current 45th and 47th President of the United States stood proudly on a specially constructed viewing platform near the White House, joined by First Lady Melania Trump and several members of his cabinet, including Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, and Secretary of Health and Human Services Robert F. Kennedy Jr. The parade kicked off with historical reenactments showcasing key moments from American military history, beginning with the Revolutionary War. Period actors marched in formation in 18th-century uniforms, followed by regiments of modern troops. More than 7,000 active duty soldiers participated, accompanied by 128 tanks, armored vehicles, artillery units, and 62 military aircraft soaring overhead in a choreographed flyover. While the show of force thrilled many supporters, it sparked mixed reactions. Critics viewed the parade as overly extravagant, especially amid widespread No Kings protests held across the country that same day. Weather warnings also affected turnout, although crowds still gathered along Constitution Avenue to watch the spectacle unfold. Not all members of the Trump family were present. While Eric, Don Jr., and Tiffany attended, Ivanka Trump and Barron Trump were notably absent from the main viewing stand, drawing speculation online. Despite the controversy, the event marked a defining moment in Trump's post-presidency era, reinforcing his strongman image and connection to the military. The birthday parade was a bold reminder of his political influence and the loyalty of his base as he eyes the 2024 election.